Good evening, YouTube. Welcome back to my crypto journey. My name is Rodney, and we gather here today for a very sad day. All right? SBF has been arrested, and I know that it's hard for some of you, and I know that maybe you don't think you can go on, but I'm here for you. And if you need a little laughter during these sad days and these sad times, I'll be that guy. I'll be that guy. But I have to inform you guys that I have found leaked arrest video footage of SBF. And look, I didn't want to be the one to share this, okay? I didn't want to be the guy to share this. But I will be that guy, okay? I will bear that burden. I will carry the weight on my shoulders. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my crypto journey live stream here for an evening degenerate live stream. Let's get weird, baby. We got a lot of stuff to catch up on. Hope you liked the little intro. Do me a favor, smash that like button. And if you guys want to participate to win more crypto, I'm just throwing out crypto on this. I'm just throwing out money on this channel, right? We're just throwing out money. Links in the description to a post. $50 to 3 lucky winners. So $150 in USDC. Me and Jake are going to be fucking money. And of course, if you're a winner, if you're a member on my channel, you get entered to win $50 every Monday anyway. So what's up, babies? Do me a favor, smash that like button, participate, guys. You guys are all following both of us anyways. And Caroline Ellison, leaked image of the FTX sex tape. OF, you're going to make me use customer funds. Here's the thing about the whole SBF situation, guys. A lot of people have their conspiracy theory tinfoil hats on. Let me tell you, I love conspiracy theories as much as the next guy. I don't think the U.S. government is batting 1,000. Absolutely not. There's some shady shit going on. But SBF is fucked. There's going to be no there might be a little favoritism, but when you hear, and we're going to watch the live indictment, right? We're going to watch the indictment and all the people coming out speaking against SBF and cryptocurrency in general. You're going to see that he pissed some people off. Absolutely insane. We're not even going to go over the cryptocurrency market. Not worth it. But here's actual footage of him getting arrested at the Bahamas. So this is real footage. So let's check this out. So this is him being escorted right there. Where's his hair at? There he is. That's the first time I've seen SBF in like something that's not a t-shirt and like basketball shorts. Crazy. The Chris, he just says $50 is not Chris. It's free money. You don't have to do anything but retweet and say, we're giving you crypto. It's like, it's $50. That's like a lunch or a nice dinner for one person nowadays with inflation. But yeah, this is him getting arrested. Or, excuse me, leaving a courthouse in Bahamas. Damn.
Anything you'd like to say?
And you have this asshole asking if there's anything he'd like to say. Let's run it back. Crazy, right? Damn. Got, man.
Anything you'd like to say?
That's crazy. That's crazy. So he's going to jail and whatnot. And these are the counts from what we know. So 8 charges against SBF per New York Times: conspiracy to commit wire fraud on customers, wire fraud on customers, conspiracy to commit wire fraud on lenders, wire fraud on lenders, conspiracy to commit commodities frauds, conspiracy to commit securities fraud, continue, and of course, conspiracy to commit money laundering, conspiracy to defraud the United States, and violate the campaign finance laws. Now, guys, this is especially heinous, right? So, I mean, guys, John Ray, the Enron CEO, the guy who handles bankruptcies and stuff like that, says this is the worst situation he's ever seen. They were using QuickBooks to keep records of customers for billions of dollars. When you're dealing with billions of dollars, you don't use QuickBooks. And he said when it comes to the different entities like Alameda Research, FTX.com, FTX US, there was no distinction between them, right? There's no different governance. It was all SBF doing his own thing. Terrible record keeping, no internal controls. And that makes their job way more difficult, right? But the good news is that they may have secured $1 billion in assets, and they're supposedly in cold wallets or something like that. So that'd be nice. So maybe they could start refunding people. But guys, if you're looking to make people whole, it's not going to happen. Absolutely not going to happen. Not everyone's going to get their money back. Just poor record keeping, all that good stuff. It's absolutely insane. They're literally saying no record keeping. And you'll see what's going on with Almeida Research. Some more heinous stuff is happening. It's crazy. It's crazy. We're gonna watch it in a second here. That isn't his first arrest. That's probably a court bail hearing. No, yeah, he's leaving court. Yeah, exactly. He's leaving court. SBF was arrested on Rodney's birthday. Everyone will remember SBF getting arrested on my birthday. But here's the thing. Look at, remember his mansion in the Bahamas? Look at, this is nice. But this is going to be the view of his new home. Let's check this out. Let's do a new home review for SBF. Let's check it out. All right. Let's check it out. All right. First of all, I want to say, I'm not sure what his cell number is going to be, but that door looks sturdy. Definitely no one breaking in. Definitely no one getting out. As you can see right away when we walk into this room, we have a state-of-the-art sink right here. Just pure metal. Can't really hurt yourself. And a shitter. Now, you don't have to really worry about leaving the toilet seat up because there's no toilet seat cover. So, I mean, whatever. And look, I know these walls look a little plain, but I think this is the style. It's like a real minimalist thing. Carpets, don't need them. You know, don't need them at all. Love the tile. I think they could do a different color, but I like the minimalist look too. All right, as we step inside, we see bunk beds. Now, I bet you're wondering, are those shelves or bunk beds? Don't fucking know. Absolutely no. And let me tell you, yes, the cameras aren't going to be working in there. I'll tell you that, right? Let's just hope SBF is mentally healthy because things happen to people who are connected to people in high positions of power, right? But, you know, it may look like a shelf to you, but I mean, it's not a bad looking bed, you know? You walk in there a little bit, probably about 10 square feet of fucking room. Not bad, not bad. Okay, let's get a nice little view here. All right. And look at, here's the thing. See this speaker right here? Look at that. You think that's a regular speaker? No. That's Bose, baby. That's Bose, right? You want to be able to hear the guards, you know, tell you to get up, go to bed, take a shit, all that good stuff, you know? And if you look out there, we got this guy, security guard. He's going to protect SBF, hopefully, right? Hopefully. 24 hours a day. I mean, look at this. This place comes with 24-hour security. What else can you want? Continued. Now, this is really important. Really important here. Okay. See this toilet paper right there? Single ply ass bleed. And I know, look at, he's a billionaire, but he's a minimalist. We don't get the double ply. We don't get the quadruple ply. We get single ply ass bleed, baby. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know? No wet wipes in prison, but we're going for the minimalist look. Hot water, cold water, it's probably already all cold. And a trash can. Beggars can't be choosers, right? You can hear the local speaking in the background. I'm sure he's going to make a lot of friends over there. A lot of friends are going to really love SBF. I don't know what those are. Some new tech, not sure. They could probably touch up the paint a little bit, but yeah. Not bad. You know, when you really compare this to this, I mean, come on, what's the clear winner? Obviously, it's this, right? You want to be a minimalist billionaire? Well, hell, here it goes. There it goes. Okay, so now we know that he may be facing 165 years in prison. Absolutely. Sacco honey, fucking gross. All right, let's watch the indictment. I tried to find actual footage of the indictment that wasn't somebody else's content. This is Meet Kevin's content, but the content I got was terrible audio. So Meet Kevin filmed it earlier, so we're gonna watch it. He doesn't really talk much, but shout out to Meet Kevin for I think he rung the bell for the stock market today. Shout out to him doing big things. People hate him, but I respect the hustle. Let's watch the indictment, and you guys can see exactly how pissed off these people are and how much they're taking this seriously.
He alleges Bankman-Fried knowingly defrauded customers of FTX through the misappropriation of customer deposits to pay expenses and debts of a different company. In addition,
So they're saying, right, I'm going to pause it and react a lot. So pretty much what they're saying is he knowingly used customer funds to do shady shit, right? They have enough evidence to prove that is what they're implying.
Bankman-Fried executed deliberate transactions designed to obscure and disguise the misuse of customer funds. He preyed on his customers, the victims of this case, abusing the trust placed not only in his company, but in himself as the lead of that company. We are determined to help the victims of this case get a sense of justice. and we will continue to make every attempt to recover as much of their funds as possible. If you're willing to deceive customers and attempt to hide your actions, we will be persistent in pursuing you and ensuring you are brought to justice. I want to thank Damian Williams and his team at the Southern District for their cooperation and partnership on this case. I also want to thank our partners at the SEC and the CFTC for their outstanding work. A word of thanks to DEA's Aviation Division, their Foreign Operations Group, for their logistics and resource assistance over the past few days.
Damn.
Our field offices in Boston, Miami, Washington, D.C., and our Legat office in Bridgetown. FBI headquarters components that fed and worked on this case, from Criminal Investigative Division, our CERG team, Crisis Incident Response Group, and our International Operations Division. Of course, the special agents and forensic accountants from our Securities Fraud Squad.
I don't know if you can hear, but they had the squad on this. They had everybody in on his ass. And yes, I've seen Cradle to the Grave. Rest in peace, DMX. It's that movie where he runs up the wall in Tim's and does a backflip when the dogs are chasing him. Hilarious.
As well as the money laundering squad. The Justice Department Office of International Affairs has been an important partner in this. And of course, as Damian noted before, his team in Securities and Commodities Fraud, Money Laundering, and Transnational Criminal Enterprise Unit has been a true partner in this case. I also want to thank our international law enforcement partners. These kind of cases do not happen without that kind of coordination. And I specifically want to note the assistance provided by the Royal Bahamas Police Force. And I want to be clear, this case is about fraud.
Yeah,
fraud
baby.
is fraud. It does not matter the complexity of the investment scheme. It does not matter the amount of money involved. If you mislead and deceive to take what does not belong to you, we will hold you accountable. And I'd like to thank everyone who's been working on this case for helping us adhere to that principle today. Thank you.
I'll provide an update on everything that was.
I see a comment that says they didn't want SBF to testify. That could be it, guys. But literally, SBF has been on a fucking campaign on Twitter Spaces testifying, right? He has been lying and contradicting himself in so many different streams. So keep in mind that he's been testifying all over the damn internet, right? So they have a lot of evidence, I'm sure, on his ass already, right? So I don't think that was the case. No tinfoil hat, in my opinion. They're coming after him. Let's continue.
Was said in just a moment.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kabir Graywal, the director of the SEC's Division of Enforcement. Today, in a parallel civil complaint, the SEC filed charges against Sam Bankman-Fried, alleging that he orchestrated a years-long scheme to defraud equity investors in FTX Trading Limited, a company that he co-founded and led as CEO until its collapse last month. As alleged in our complaint, starting in 2019, and continuing through November 2022, Bankman-Fried raised more than $1.8 billion from equity investors on the basis of lies. You see, FTX operated behind a veneer of legitimacy that Bankman-Fried created by, among other things, repeatedly touting to investors FTX's top-notch automated risk controls that he claimed protected customer assets, and by repeatedly claiming that those assets were at all times safe, segregated, and secure. But as we allege in our complaint, that veneer wasn't just thin, it was also fraudulent. Because in reality, from FTX's inception in 2019, Bankman-Fried began secretly and improperly diverting FTX customer funds to his crypto hedge fund, Alameda Research. And as alleged in our complaint, he then misused those funds to make undisclosed venture investments, lavish real estate purchases, and large political donations.
Absolutely insane. And a lot of people, and I mean, a lot of us drank the Kool-Aid too, right? Who could have saw this coming, right? 2 months ago when CNBC was doing all these fluff pieces on him. He's driving a Toyota Corolla. He's wearing like the same like basketball shorts and a little FTX dusty ass shirt with dandruff on his damn shoulders. Looks very unkempt, but still, taking lots of money, has a mansion, probably doing a ton of drugs, So those facades, they're corny, right? Let's continue.
Bankman-Fried's claims about FTX's sophisticated risk controls and other customer protections were simply bogus. Similarly, his representations to FTX investors and trading customers concerning Alameda were also part of that carefully crafted veneer and were similarly false and misleading.
Jeez.
He frequently claimed that Alameda was just another customer with no special privileges at FTX. But in
Pay attention. This is key right here. This is very, very key. Key. Listen.
He frequently claimed that Alameda was just another customer with no special privileges at FTX. But in truth, Bankman-Fried directed that Alameda be exempt from the very risk management measures that he touted to FTX investors and to its customers. He also provided Alameda a virtually unlimited line of credit funded by FTX customers.
So the same rules, right? The rules that apply to everyone else using FTX, right? When it comes to different sorts of priorities on different sites of different trades and those sorts of things, right? Those things were bypassed for Alameda Research. That's a smoking gun. They're fucked. Let's continue.
And he also diverted billions of dollars in customer funds from FTX to Alameda.
Jeez.
Bankman-Fried's entire house of cards started to crumble as crypto asset prices plummeted in May of 2022. And as Alameda's lenders demanded repayment on billions of dollars in loans. But to continue propping up his empire, we allege that Bankman-Fried diverted billions more in FTX customer assets to Alameda, even as it was increasingly clear that Alameda and FTX could not make those customers whole.
Jeez.
In fact, through the summer of 2022, he diverted hundreds of millions more in FTX customer funds to Alameda, which he then used for additional venture investments and for loans to himself and to other FTX executives. All the while, he continued to make misleading statements to investors about FTX's financial condition and about its risk management. And even in November 2022, faced with billions of dollars in customer withdrawal requests that FTX could not fulfill, Bankman-Fried misled investors from whom he sought still more money to plug the multi-billion-dollar holes that he had created. His brazen multi-year scheme finally came to an end when FTX, Alameda, and their tangled web of affiliates filed for bankruptcy on November 11th, 2022.
Jeez, right? Jeez. It's good to see officials put that in like layman's terms and get off fucking Twitter internet, because crypto Twitter is like, I don't know what information is correct, right? So this is nice to hear this. But what's up, family? We have Patrick. What's up, baby? What's up, DJ? What's up, baby? What's up, Teddy? How you doing? Long time no see. Sorry, guys. We're gonna watch this and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit, but let's continue.
That collapse has had far-reaching consequences for FTX customers, for its investors, and for its counterparties. And our investigation into those consequences, into those individuals and entities involved, remains ongoing. But one immediate takeaway from today's announcement should be that non-compliant trading platforms pose dramatic risks to both their investors and to their customers. Among other things, they don't provide them with the same robust level of disclosures and protections against fraud and conflicts of interest. That's what traditional US registered securities exchanges provide. So it's imperative that non-compliant platforms come into compliance. But as Chair Gensler has made clear, the runway is getting shorter for them to come in and to register with us.
So that's pretty much a threat to all other cryptocurrency entities, right? Y'all better register now or you're fucked. Let's continue.
For those who do not, the Enforcement Division stands ready to take action. I'd like to recognize the incredible team from our Crypto Assets and Cyber Unit and from across our division responsible for today's action. Devlin Sue, Ivan Snyder, David Brown, Brian Huckrow, Pasha Salimi investigated this matter under the supervision of Amy Hartman, Michael Brennan, Jorge Tenrero, and David Hirsch.
Quick news update for you guys. So apparently there's some Goxting Media. CoffeeZilla says that steps leading up to the arrest were kept secret to prevent scaring Sam Bankman-Fried from fleeing the Bahamas. So SBF could face more than 20 years in jail, says trial lawyer and litigator Devin Stone. So the reason why they were so quiet about arresting him is because they didn't want him to flee, right? Especially if you have money in cryptocurrency or like in cold wallets, it'd probably be easy to flee and then cash them out later and live anonymously, right? Let's continue.
Amy Burkhart and David D'Audio will lead the litigation against Bankman-Fried under the supervision of LaDan Stewart and Olivia Che. Finally, I want to commend our partners here at the Southern District of New York under the leadership of U.S. Attorney Damian Williams and our partners at the FBI and the CFTC. This is yet another strong example of the collaboration that you see before you this afternoon. With that, I'll turn it back to U.S. Attorney Williams. Thank you.
We'll give a recap here.
I'd like to welcome up Gretchen Lowe from the CFTC.
Okay.
CFTC coming up.
is the one suing Sam Bankman-Fried.
Good
as well.
afternoon.
So not only do you have the Justice Department, right? You have the SEC and the CFTC. Now, the CFTC is interesting, right? Because the SEC and the CFTC are kind of fighting over control for cryptocurrency to regulate it, right? And we saw CFTC speak to the United States government along with, what's his name? Fucking the creator of Cardano, with Charles Hoskinson, right? And they seem like they seem more reasonable than the SEC. SEC is all gas, no brakes, right? They're coming for everybody, right? And we'll talk about the BitBoy crypto situation here in a second because he may be being investigated by the SEC. So we'll talk about that in a second, but this is the CFTC, right?
I'm Acting Director Gretchen Lowe, Acting Director of the Division of Enforcement at the CFTC, Gretchen Lowe. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak today. Today, the CFTC filed a complaint against Sam Bankman-Fried and his companies, FTX and Alameda, charging a fraudulent scheme that dates back to the launch of FTX.com exchange in May 2019. The CFTC's complaint specifically charges defendants with fraud by misappropriation of customer funds, as well as false statements to the public, customers, investors, and Congress about the handling and security of those funds. As alleged, there are over $8 billion in customer losses that we've ascertained as of today. The rippling consequences of defendants' fraud are vast and have done significant damage to the integrity of the evolving digital asset market. The CFTC charges that at Bankman-Fried's direction, FTX customer deposits intended to be used to trade digital asset commodity futures, swaps, and other products were not appropriately segregated by FTX. Instead, customer funds were held in Alameda accounts where they were commingled and misappropriated for a variety of unauthorized purposes, such as use in high-risk investments in other digital asset enterprises, political contributions, and to purchase luxury real estate. As charged, the fraudulent use of customer funds by Bankman-Fried and his companies were inconsistent with the touted FTX terms of service and contrary to numerous public statements made by Bankman-Fried. The CFTC also charges that defendants created features in the underlying code for FTX that allowed Alameda to have essentially an unlimited line of credit on the exchange. Defendants also provided Alameda with unfair trading advantages, including
Right there, unfair trading advantage. Listen to this. This is key right here too. This is crazy, right? This is crazy that they were able to prove this. Let's continue.
Public statements made by Bankman-Fried. The CFTC also charges that defendants created features in the underlying code for FTX that allowed Alameda to have essentially an unlimited line of credit on the exchange. Defendants also provided Alameda with unfair trading advantages, including quicker execution times and an exemption from FTX's auto liquidation risk management process.
So you guys know that usually, like in cryptocurrency, if you're doing leverage, you have to put up some kind of collateral, right? But they were giving freaking Alameda Research these unfair advantages, right, over normies that are using their exchange. So they're always winning on a lot of their trades, right? That's crazy. It's crazy. It's in the code, right? That's nutty. Let's continue.
This massive and costly fraud was in the connection with commodities interstate commerce, and as alleged, including Bitcoin, Ether, and Tether, which are the most widely traded digital assets in the world. Bitcoin and Ether also underlie derivatives contracts on CFTC designated exchanges. Lastly, standing here today with the U.S. Attorney's Office at the Southern District, FBI, and the SEC represents yet another stellar example of the importance of federal regulators and federal criminal authorities working collaboratively and effectively with each other to achieve justice. The teams work quickly and tirelessly to obtain compelling evidence and to begin to hold those responsible for the FTX collapse accountable. all within a very short time frame. Thank you to all at the SDNY, FBI, and SEC for your cooperation. And thank you to the CFTC team, Nina Rubinsky, Carlin Metzger, Brian Sue, Ben Jackman, Yusuf Japar, supervised by Deputy Director Robert Howell and Chief Trial Elizabeth Pendleton, and many, many others at the commission who supported the work. I am proud of your hard work, your dedication to the mission of the commission, and for always acting in the public interest.
So far, this is the indictment of Sam Bankman-Fried and some statements by other organizations filing lawsuits. Oh, Q&A.
Number one, what is the situation? If you didn't fit the profile.
Look, I can only say it this clearly, but we are not done.
Nice. Yeah.
That addresses the last.
Hold on.
Forward to the t-shirt, he was incredibly bright. Can you address the fact that he didn't fit the profile and that's part of the way he said will fool so many people?
Well, you can commit fraud in shorts and t-shirts in the sun. I mean, that's possible too. So I think that addresses the last question in terms of whether we're going to bring charges against anyone else. Look, I can only say it this clearly, but we are not done.
Damn. So people keep asking that, like, hey, when do you get, like, what about Caroline? What about the other people that were involved in FTX? And he's saying, yeah, we're not done. We can say that we're not done. And yeah, it doesn't matter what you look like or what you know what I mean? You can commit fraud and fucking t-shirt and shorts, right?
Nice. Yes.
Extradition is ongoing in the Bahamas. I don't have anything to add on that. Next question.
Damn.
He's coming. Next question.
All right, that was Damian Williams, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, holding a press conference.
All right, they're going to cut off the questions. That's fine. This potential.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the whole indictment and people suing. What's up, Master Six? How you doing, bro? Dude, long time no see. Yeah, so I mean, he's in trouble, man. He's in trouble. Yeah, maybe, you know, this is such a funny meme. But you know, 165 years in prison. That's crazy. I think people are adding up the sentences, but he's probably going to get maybe like 25 years, 20 years, something like that, which is a lot more than we see people getting, you know, put in jail. We don't know, right? We don't know. We'll have to see what happens. We don't know what he's going to get, but it seems like he made a lot of enemies, right? And he probably made a lot of people look stupid. Here's the thing. A lot of people think that, like, here are some of the conspiracy theories, right, that we heard last time. Like, one of the crazy ones that I heard was SBF was a plant to put inside crypto to destroy the whole market, right? Doesn't make sense now because he's getting arrested and stuff like that. So that wouldn't make sense, right? If he's a government plant, why is he getting arrested? Is he just he's gonna do 20 years in jail just for some shit? No, that's stupid. But then other people said that maybe he was a government plant put into cryptocurrency to, like, pretty much, and this is like super tinfoil hat stuff, right? Super tinfoil hat stuff. But this is before we know he got charged for shit. You know what I mean? Maybe he was put in cryptocurrency to cause some sort of black swan event and wreck a lot of things in crypto, right? But him getting arrested doesn't make any sense. Like, a lot of people are saying, well, his mom and dad are compliance people. You know, he knows, you know, Caroline Ellison's dad is like Gary Gensler's former boss, and these sorts of things. I think what happened, right? Is that, yes, I think the FTX got preferential treatment over other people because of the connections that they had. You see the SEC going after fucking Ripple Labs, right? XRP, and after Binance, when they're like little angels in this space. People can say that, you know, XRP is a Ponzi scheme and Binance and CZ's evil. Great, but they haven't done anything illegal right now, except the SEC is like, oh, securities fraud. I mean, securities violation or whatever, right? Maybe, but they're not doing what SBF did. And all the while you have these regulatory bodies like the SEC, like having a witch hunt for other cryptocurrency projects. Their little golden boy, you know, was over here doing all kind of shady shit. I think that he fooled everybody. Influencers, regulators, politicians, everybody. He fooled everybody. You know why? Because he seemed so unassuming. Right? He seems so unassuming. I don't know what it is about some people, but people always ask, like, how could someone do that? Or how could someone say those sorts of things? And we see this shit in our space all the time, right? It's insane. Yeah, hit the like button. We see this in our space all the time. People are just bold-faced motherfucking liars, right? They do not care. They will lie to you in your damn face. Bold-faced motherfucking liars, right? And he's just another one. Bold-faced. What's up, Ron? How you doing? What's up, Legal? How you doing? How you doing? Bold-faced motherfucking liar, right? He just fooled everybody. And now he's making a lot of people look stupid. And here's the thing. There's very strict rules for campaign donations. Now, there was a thing, I think it was 6 months ago to a year. You guys remember this whole thing that came out about campaign finance donations or campaign donations when it comes to cryptocurrency. So the rule was, right, is that once crypto is sent to a person in a public wallet that everyone can see, it had to be converted to fiat immediately. You couldn't hodl it. And they were supposed to have some crypto expert in charge of this for each political party member or whatever, right? We were making fun of it and calling him the crypto daddy, right? The crypto daddy, Zaddy, was going to be the one who, would receive crypto, turn it into fiat, and boom, it's on paper like any other campaign donation, right? I wonder what they're going to find and what connections they're going to make for SBF. Like he donated to both parties, but on paper, right, he donated $37 million to Democrats, and on paper he donated $200,000 to Republicans. Now, to be fair, he did say on one of his dumb tours he was having on Twitter that maybe he donated more dark, like offline, or I don't know, dark donated, right, to way more money to Republicans and other political campaigns. But that was what was on paper. We're going to see exactly who got that money. And maybe I wonder what kind of violations are going to be. Now, this is a trying time for our justice system because we know about his connections. Will people be exposed accordingly? Like, we don't have to go after Gary Gensler because he's Caroline Ellison's, he's the former employee of Caroline Ellison's dad. Maybe it's just a person they know, right? Maybe they just knew the family or whatever. See, I don't think we should, it's unfair to Gary right now to go after him unless we find something that's proven, right? And I bet all the people that are close to him and all the people that trusted him and endorsed him just feel like idiots. And Kevin O'Leary has to be feeling like a damn idiot right now because that man rode with this man. And now what can you say when you have two regulatory bodies suing you and then you have giving you charges and you have, all these charges against you now? It's crazy. What can you say? What can you say to defend him? Of course, everyone is still innocent until proven guilty, but damn, right? Damn, it looks pretty bad, right? It looks pretty bad. We'll see what happens, but it's going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be very, 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 very interesting. What's up, Milton? How you doing? Christy says they are going to make it a circus and make an example out of SBF to deter future crypto crime. Yeah, and I mean, this kind of, it kind of destroys a lot of trust in a lot of other cryptocurrency companies like Crypto.com, and Binance has been going through it today, right? I mean, they've had so many withdrawals today, and people are freaking out, right? First of all, 12 years ago today, the creator of Bitcoin was last active on Bitcoin Talk. We are all Satoshi, so 12 years ago today was the last time Satoshi was active. I wonder who Satoshi is. Anyways, that's a sidebar. But Binance has been going through it. A lot of cryptocurrency exchanges are facing a lot of harsh scrutiny from people because they don't have trust, right? With these cryptocurrency exchanges, it's all good until it isn't, right? It's all good until it isn't. And what CZ is trying to do is take a step in the right direction. Now, I don't agree with CZ calling out Coinbase publicly and calling out Crypto.com publicly, although Crypto.com did do a little something shady. Maybe it was an accident. Still shady, though, right? Because right now we got to come together, right? We got to do what we can to stay solvent, right? We got to do what we can to make sure that no one else gets wrecked and have any more these crazy, big profile negative cryptocurrency events because it makes the space look like a fucking a joke, where some could agree that maybe it is a joke, Cryptocurrency is the Wild West here. It's a wild, wild fucking West. It's not for the faint of heart. And now all the hype is gone from crypto, right? What's up, Jayhawk? How you doing? What's up, Stephen Huang, roasting Bitboy? Yeah, 900 million on, I think it was 1.14 billion that was left Binance. It says right here, it says, we saw some withdrawals today, net 1.14 billion. So that was net, right? But they were able to hand them all. They're fine. So the thing about these exchanges, right? This thing about exchanges is that they're supposed to hold your crypto one for one, right? Or at least a little more. Like if we go to Chris, the CEO of Crypto.com, they did a third-party auditor with Mazars Group, which is a independent group, right? And they showed that, look at, this is their reserve ratio to what they have. So everything is over 100%, right? Because an exchange is supposed to be an exchange. What are they supposed to do? Hey, thank you, Cool and Chris. I appreciate that. But if Cool and Chris is a customer, Cool and Chris says, hey, Rodney, the exchange, I want $100 of Shiba Inu. I say, okay, here's Shiba Inu. Give me your $100, right? Well, give me $100. I'll give you the Shiba Inu, and I'm going to take a little transaction fee for that, right? So here's your Shiba Inu at the $100 price, whatever price point you bought it at. That's it. And we're supposed to store your cryptocurrency. That's it. That's it. That's all they're supposed to do. They're not supposed to be like SBF and be like, all right, need a loan, baby. Give me some customer funds, baby. Let's run it. Let's make some trades, baby. I need a loan. Anybody in the office need a loan? Who needs a loan? No, text me on the Signal. Their group, allegedly, I think this is fake, but their group was named Wire Fraud. That's allegedly. I want to see if they had a Signal group, a business work group, an FTX called Wire Fraud, they are absolutely fucked. I doubt it. They can't be that stupid. Maybe they can't. I don't fucking know. But this is what an exchange is supposed to do, right? Yeah, you want crypto? We have crypto. What do you want? And have a ton of reserves, right? This is what an exchange is supposed to do. Because what happens when there's a run on the bank? Say, for example, people start fighting crypto.com. Everyone who wants their crypto should be able to get 100% of their crypto they have in the exchange, right? I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And yes, some say, Samson says everything must fall so the phoenix can rise out of the ashes. Yeah, some say that we need this, and the hype is not good. And people are look at, I'm happy. Sometimes we need clear value tax to bring us back to reality. You know what's funny? He made a video about SBF getting arrested yesterday. Check this out.
They reached out to me and they offered me a lot of money to promote them. They said, other YouTubers are doing it. Just do it like this. Like promote us like this.
Let's watch this. This is before he got charged for going to prison. But this is just yesterday. Check this out. This shit was pretty funny.
In today's video, we're covering Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX. Will Sam Bankman-Fried go to prison? My assessment is, hell yeah, he's going to go to prison.
This is the day before he gets arrested. I'm not saying clear value tax is batting 1,000, but this motherfucker's onto something. And I've seen people, shout out to clear value tax, I've seen some people criticizing him because he's starting to talk about crypto. Crypto's a popular topic, but he's not a crypto bro. He's not like me or other people. You know what I mean? He's just giving us the facts because he's an investor, right? I think, Chrissy, we might have to get in that Patreon, bro. We might have to get in there and see what's up. But this is yesterday. He's like, hell yes. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are saying, oh, he's not going to get arrested. But, when he's right, I think it's hilarious, right? It's like, hell yes, he's going to get arrested, right? And then he explains the whole situation in which we already know. But I thought that was like really interesting, right?
The inflation.
But talking about the current state of affairs and, whether cryptocurrency is going to pump or not, guys, inflation is still bad, but it's getting better, right? Inflation is still bad, but it's getting better. And 2023 may be a rough year, but we're probably going to moon once we get a hold on inflation, right? And once there's a next Bitcoin halving. This last year has been rough. And this next year is probably going to be even rougher, right? Especially as a cryptocurrency content creator. I mean, there are people who have, crazy engagement and stuff like that because of all the drama and stuff like that, bigger channels. But most people just it's taking a step back, It's just boring. There's no fun, right? There's no fun right now. But there's going to be some absolute winners, right? Some absolute winners that people invest in right now when the market starts to run again. We're going to see those 100Xs, those 1000X altcoins. It's just hard finding them. Like, it's hard finding them and just knowing that they're the ones. Because even if these teams have the best intentions, guys, sometimes it just doesn't work out. Sometimes it just doesn't work out when it comes to crypto. Oh, Terra. Yeah, Terra's crazy. I think Terra's done, in my opinion. Terrarium, I think they're done. I might be wrong, but. And yeah, we think Caroline Ellison. I think Caroline Ellison, the reason why she was spotted in near the New York, right, a couple days or a week or so before all this stuff came out, is because she's telling on him. You know why she's telling on him? Because he's been throwing her under the bus indirectly on people's podcasts. He's been saying, I don't know what's happening at Alameda. And when you say, I don't know what's happening at Alameda, and there's proof of them transferring funds back and forth to each other, when people say that, it's like, she's probably looking at you fucking asshole. I had an orgy with you and did all that crazy shit for you. I did all that butt stuff you like, and you're going to sit here and shame me publicly? You know, so she's probably pissed, and she probably got a plea deal. Hey, if you say what was going on, we will give this for you. Now, the interesting thing is they had a group chat with Signal, right? Signal is like an encrypted thing. You can't pretty much, you can't recover your text messages and stuff like that. But if you're Caroline and you show your phone or your device, whatever you use to use it, then that stuff is still there. What's up, Tim? How you doing? Tim walked right in on butt stuff. Yeah, they had crazy orgies and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. One wrapped Luna equals Luna. Anyone who knows anything knows that. Kevin O'Leary not getting any cheaper, calling you out, pull boy, noobs. Andrew. People still like Terra Luna. You guys are fucking delusional. The Terra Luna community is delusional as fuck. All right, y'all can keep thinking that. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. But you know, she's rolling over on him, right? She's getting some sort of plea deal. She doesn't like him. So it's like the best of both worlds for her. She's like, you know what? Fuck this guy. He's throwing me under the bus, and I'm gonna try to get a better sentence. She'll probably go to jail too, right? A lot of people probably go to jail, but she's gonna get a way less harsh sentence, right? Way less harsh sentence. Crazy. Dime says inflation alone this year is 10%. The dollar is always being devalued by the second. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, what do they say? 2%, right? Is like the target. But let's watch this clear value tax video because he makes a good point on just the future of things. This is the kind of like realism we need because, you know, crypto pumped today and it's nice, but this is some good points about inflation.
The inflation report for the month of November was released this Tuesday morning. The rate of inflation is currently at 7.1%. So I want to say this. I told everyone that peak inflation occurred in June at 9.1%. So hopefully you believe me now. I don't know why people want to argue with this, and I don't know why people want to be in denial. So I want to clarify, we still have inflation. Prices are still going up. They're just not going up as fast as they were in June. So I completely understand that these CPI figures, they are understated government figures. But nevertheless, these manipulated government figures in November are still smaller than the manipulated government figures in June. So hopefully we can agree to that. Hopefully we're on the same page. But this should make sense because this lines up with what we're seeing. The housing market is no longer booming. The economy is still adding jobs, but at a slower rate. We're seeing the layoffs accelerate. For the year, the stock market is down, cryptos are down, and consumer spending is slowing. So yes, the rate of inflation is slowing down, but at the expense of a degrading economy. Bottom line is this, inflation is still too high. 7.1%, that is an unacceptable level. Therefore, the Federal Reserve, they still have a lot more work to do. In other words, they still have a lot more pain to inflict on the economy and on us. 7.1% inflation, that means that the price of everything will double in 10 years. The average car would cost more than $100,000.
I love this analogy right here. Listen to this analogy.
So I'll say this. Right now, I bet that most people here, when they see a penny on the sidewalk, they're not going to pick it up. It's not worth it. It's not worth the germs, right? But if there's a quarter on the ground, then that's a different story. It's worth the germs to a lot of people, and they're going to pick up the quarter. If inflation stays around 7%, then in 10 years, when you see that quarter, you're going to keep on walking right by because it's basically going to be worthless. It's going to be like a penny. We do not want a future like that. The Federal Reserve has a lot more work to do to prevent that kind of future. And that's going to require a lot more economic damage. So prepare yourself for a rough 2023. Now let's go over the actual CPI report for the month of November. And I'm going to give you the figures year over year. So we're talking about November this year compared to November of last year, 2021. Fruits and veggies up 9.6%.
So just check this out, right? This is what inflation is, right? The value of $100 from 2019 to 1980, $32. So $100, if you saved $100 in your bank account, right? It'd be worth $32. Inflation's crazy, right? But there's a rate of healthy inflation, right? But that's a crazy perspective. I was watching a movie like a documentary the other day, where some lady in like the 60s or 80s got like $11,000 in alimony a month, and people were like, "Oh my God, that's not enough because of her lifestyle." I'm like, dude, $11,000, right? $11,000 in 1980. How much is that worth? $39,000 a month. Crazy, right? It just puts things in perspective and how crazy inflation is. Let's continue.
7%. Coffee up 14.6%. Milk up 14.7%.
Not coffee.
Bread up 15.7%. Butter up 27%.
You hear that, you little chubbies? Butter's up. Does anybody buy butter? I buy butter, but I don't even use it, like every now and then. But like buttered pancakes instead of like sometimes when I run out of Pam and I have butter, the pancakes are just way better. But this is crazy, right? Cost of like existing is just high.
Eggs are up 49.1%. Gasoline of all types up 10.1%. Electricity up 13.7%. Utility, so gas service, up 15.5%.
Woo!
Energy commodities as a whole are up 12.2%. That is very far from the target range of 2%. So month over month, fortunately, energy prices fell by 1.6%. Again, that's month over month. So that was helping in November. It is forecasted that we're not going to get that help in 2023, that the energy situation will turn unfavorable. I do want to give a balanced assessment, however. The cost of shelter, that was still elevated at an annualized rate of 7.2%. As you know, we are seeing a cool down in the rental market. So I do not want renters to get triggered. I said that we have a slowdown. I didn't say that rents are falling like crazy. In many areas, rents are still going up, but just not as fast.
Now, what's crazy? Let me know in the comments down below. How's the rent in your area? Like, I'm scared to move because I'm looking at like places. I've been here for 3 years, but I'm scared to move because I've been looking around and it's like it's scary. It's like everywhere, literally everywhere. Like, it's just really expensive. It's crazy. It's like I pay a decent amount for what I have here, but like my neighbors like pay like that just moved in pay more than me. I'm just like, shit. Let's continue.
But we're not going to see these. We're not going to see those figures baked into the CPI reports until later in 2023. That's when we're going to have more leases resetting and renewing. So I want to move on to inflation expectations. I already made a detailed video on the history of high inflation. I analyzed the monetary policy during the 1970s and after World War II. Historically, from the peak rate of inflation to back to 2% target inflation, that usually takes 2 years, 24 months. So let's just say that we peaked out in June. Then the baseline scenario is that we get back to 2% inflation in the middle of 2024. If we can pull off a miracle, maybe that's going to accelerate. Maybe we would get that in the late months of 2023. If things go bad, then maybe even in 2025. President Joe Biden was happy about the CPI prints. He said this Tuesday morning that inflation is coming back down and he hopes that inflation will be normal by the end of next year. Again, that's possible, but that's on the aggressive side of optimistic. Now, let me give you the forecast and predictions from the so-called experts. Here's what the big banks are predicting that inflation will be at the end of year 2023. And keep in mind that we're currently at an inflation rate of 7.1%. Bank of America says 4.4%. Deutsche Bank, 4.3%. Citibank, 4.1%.
Wait, where the fuck you live, De Juan? 100 went from 500 to 800. Where the hell you live? Mexico? God damn. Yeah, my rent's literally $23.50. But it is San Diego, and I don't have to drive half an hour to get to a convenience store.
JP Morgan, 4.1%. Credit Suisse, 3.8%. Barclays, 3.7%. Goldman Sachs, 3.3%. Morgan Stanley, 3.2%. here are the expected interest rates. So these are the predictions on the federal funds rate by March of 2023. So it's actually very soon. Bank of America says 5%. Deutsche Bank, 5.125%. Citibank, 5.25%. JP Morgan, 5%. Credit Suisse, 4.75%. Barclays, 5%. Goldman Sachs, 5%. Morgan Stanley, 4.625%.
Damn, looks like Morgan Stanley's a little bullish. That's not bad that's a big dent by March. Right? That might be a little hopium, but that's a big dent, right?
So those are the predictions by the big names. Ultimately, they're expecting inflation to be in the 4% range, 4-point-something% range by the end of next year, 2023. They're saying that we're going to have the Fed funds interest rates set around the 5% range, and we're talking about late Q1 of 2023. After tomorrow, we're going to be close to a minimum of 4.25%, the Fed funds rate. So we're getting close. Tomorrow, on Wednesday, that's going to be a big day. And the CPI report from today, that's going to affect what's going to happen tomorrow. November's inflation report shows that the rate of inflation is coming down. In October, the rate was at 7.7%. And this month, well, the most recent month, November, 7.1%. This is basically a green light for the Federal Reserve to slow down the pace of interest rate increases. So we don't know if nobody knows with 100% certainty whether they're going to raise interest rates by 0.75% or 0.5% tomorrow. But it's very, very likely that they're going to go with 0.5% because this November report, it did not come in hotter than expected. However, people are pointing out, and this is important because there's truth to this. People are pointing out that the rate of employment is more important to the Federal Reserve at this moment for their decision tomorrow. So they're saying that this is going to be a bigger factor. In November, we added more jobs than expected. So that's actually a bad thing for the Federal Reserve because they do not want the economy to be adding more jobs than expected. A strong labor market, that means that the labor shortage continues. A labor shortage means higher wages. That causes wage inflation. So as we all know, the Federal Reserve is trying to bring down inflation. So they want the economy to be adding less jobs, well, at this moment in time. The better than expected jobs report is an incentive for the Federal Reserve to raise interest rates higher. So we're talking about 0.75% instead of 0.5%. That's because if they raise interest rates higher, it hurts the economy, it cools down demand, and businesses will need to hire less employees. If businesses are hiring less employees, then there will be less wage inflation. However, I want to give you my take on this. My opinion is that the jobs report for the month of November, it wasn't that good. Job growth is still slowing down. I do not believe that it was enough to warrant a 0.75% increase. Additionally, this November CPI inflation report, it shows that inflation is going down. At least it's not heading in the wrong direction. Therefore, it is expected that the Federal Reserve will do a 0.5% increase tomorrow on Wednesday. And the pieces of the puzzle leading up tomorrow, it fits the narrative. It's not guaranteed, that's the expectation, but we'll see tomorrow. And I want to tell you this about the big day tomorrow, the big day with the Federal Reserve. So this is so predictable, so watch out for this. Jerome Powell is going to place so much emphasis on the pause. The next meeting, so the next time that they raise interest rates will be on February 1st. We don't know if they're going to raise interest rates on February 1st by 0.5% or 0.25%. And that's 7 weeks from now, so we don't know with certainty. But Powell is going to say that he's going to say what's more important is how long we keep the interest rates at these high levels for. So that's the thing. Let's say that the Federal Reserve, they raise the interest rates, they get the Fed funds rate to 5% or close to 5%. So at those high interest rates, that is very damaging to the economy. That is suffocating the economy. So the question is, and what he's going to say, the more important question is, how long are they going to keep those high interest rates for? How long are they going to pause at those high levels for? Is it going to be 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or even longer? So that's what Powell's going to mean, and that's what Powell's going to emphasize. But he's not going to give us any clues about how long the duration of that pause will be. So he's going to say this for so many of his answers. Oh, it's data dependent, data dependent. That's not a clue. That doesn't say or mean anything. But that's what he's going to. That's going to be his go-to. So I'm going to be covering the Federal Reserve meeting and their decision tomorrow. So please be sure to subscribe. I'm going to give you the consequences of all of this on the stock market and the cryptocurrency market. If you would like exclusive content, please be sure to check out our Patreon. I appreciate the support, and I wish you a very nice day.
Might have to pop in that bitch. I might have to pop in there. And I've seen like other YouTubers go after him. It's like, why? Why go after clear value? Why go after clear value? Like, this is like, yeah, he has a Patreon, fine. But it's like, you know, he's offering value. It's like, dude, this is wild, right? It's like, if he's offering value, then yeah, pay for it. People are like, oh, he's just talking about crypto now because it's popular. It's like, yeah, no shit, crypto's popular, dummies. But he's not like selling us some shit coin. He's just talking about current events. You know what I mean? And also another person you guys should watch too. Consider it. It's kind of boring for a lot of people. A lot of people don't like him, but I like him. It's Trader University. He's a huge Bitcoin maxi. Yeah, I'm down, Chrissy. Let's do it. Let's do it, Chrissy. I'm down. I'll do it right now. This guy's good. He's a Bitcoin maxi, and it's kind of like a perspective we don't have because we're big altcoin guys here, right? Not a lot of us have like Bitcoin, but I'm sure some of you do, right? But a lot of us like shit coins and altcoins in general, right? It's good to listen to what he says about altcoins and you know, how, you know, they're pretty much just tech companies operating on a blockchain to skirt around securities laws and compliance and those sorts of things, right? They're tech companies. That's what they are, right? And they're not registered with the SEC. So it's very good to listen to what he has to say. Now, not everything he says, I think, is like 100%. And maybe sometimes he's being a little bit of a hater. But it's good quality content, man. It's good quality content. I love it. So if you guys are not familiar with Traders University, check them out. Very, very good content. I won't play it here because you guys might fall asleep. But I like it. I watch it in the morning. Get some news from there and whatnot. This is hilarious. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of people don't like Bitcoin because it's kind of boring, right? But you know, hey. Osiris says, truck driver here making $2,500 a week and struggling to pay my bills. Every time I go to truck stop, cost me $200. Lunch, dinner, they're robbing us. Bro, $2,500 a week and you're struggling? How the fuck are you struggling? That's $10K a month, my guy. Bro, but you better get a spreadsheet out. You better get some Excel spreadsheet and figure that shit out, boy. You know what I mean? This man said he's struggling. $20 to $30 for lunch and dinner is too much. I don't know where if you're in the United States, I look, sometimes I'm financially irresponsible and I'll walk to 7-Eleven and get some snacks, but I can walk out of that bitch with a sandwich and like a protein cookie, and that's lunch for like $10. So I don't know what the hell you're buying in there, but go cheaper. Like, go cheaper. Stop buying that food anyway. Go to a fast food place like Chipotle or something that's like kind of fast food, but like still kind of healthy. Obviously, gas stations are probably your only options, but you know, yeah, protein cookie, those Lenny cookies, those Lenny's vegetarian cookies that are pretty much mostly sugar cookies with a little bit of protein in them. They're better than having, you know, a cookie with no protein. John says, Rodney, watch this hand while the other Ukraine was the DNC washing machine. Yeah, exactly. They got caught. Now they throw the sacrifice out there. They will try to use this as an usher in digital dollar, not conspiracy. John, so that's a very good point. So what you guys didn't know is that Sam Bankman-Fried donated a lot to Ukraine, right? And there's a whole thing about how that money was being like washed through the exchange and sent to Ukraine. I don't know. We'll see the connections, right? We'll see the connections. But so far, we haven't heard him mention anything about that on any of his live Twitter spaces, right? So we'll see what happens. What's up, Second Space? How you doing, baby? PB&J, that bitch? Yeah, I mean, if you're traveling like that and you're making $2,500 a fucking week and you can't manage your money because you're paying $30 for each dinner. But look at, let's do a calculator, right? Let's do a calculator. Okay, so say you're spending $90 a day each meal times 7. So you're paying, for example, if you're spending $90 a day, maybe $30 breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which $30 is a lot for each meal. I don't know what the hell you're buying. You know what I mean? You're still spending $630 a week. Obviously, minus $2,500. you're left with, $1,800 still. I don't know what your rent situation looks like. I'm sure you don't have to pay for gas because you're a truck driver, but dude, come on. And look at that. That's high too, right? You could literally spend $30 a day, only spend $210, or you could buy like a loaf of bread. I'm sorry, I'm doing personal finance for you, but you got to figure that shit out. Let's see. But it's hard to cook your meals when you're on the yeah, Rorschach is actually a financial advisor, so talk to him. Chris E says, and the Republicans in dark money. So they said, okay, so the dark money thing's going to be interesting. So hopefully they really blow the lid off who SBF was donating to politically, right? Because we need to know. We need to know, right? He says dark money, but there's no proof, right? All we have is proof that he donated to both parties, but just have more to the Democrats, right? Chrissy says, I put $1K into my 401k every week just to lower how much tax I pay. Fuck the high tax. You see $4K made only to see $2.4K after all deductions. It's crazy, Chrissy. It's crazy. Are you doing the Roth? Or are you doing the 401k? What are you doing? The Roth IRA, right? Which means you pay taxes before you put it in there. So that means it's tax free when you take it out, correct? I haven't dealt with one of them bitches in a while. I cashed out my entire 401k and took the penalty for it because I worked at a corporation and I probably won't work for another corporation that offers a 401k anymore. John says, it's all about his mom and dad. They are the heads. Yeah, I mean, his mom and dads are powerful people, right? But didn't stop him from getting arrested, so. Sacred Space says, Lenny's cookies. Dude, they're so good. Macadamia ones are the best. Do you know how much fuel a truck uses? Yeah, but do you pay? Do truck drivers have to pay for gas? I don't have to get reimbursed. I guess it depends, right? Are you like an independent trucker where you have a truck and you work for companies, or are you employed by a company, right? Is that how it works? I'm not sure. I'm not picking on anybody. He put the information out there. He said, I'm struggling. I'm trying to help him, you dork. I'm trying to help him. He put it out there so we could analyze it. Why would he just say that? For us to sit here and feel sorry for him? No, he wants some answers, some help. We're trying to help him. Let's see. Pulse Doge says, I like that Pulse Trump coin. You're probably a dev. So there was a Pulse Trump coin. It's on the BNB chain that these guys just gave me 1% of their supply. It's not pumping or anything. I don't promote it, but I do have 1% of the supply just in case it goes to them. They just sent it to me. So, but if it pumps, hey, I'll get lucky, but I'm not going to be the one promoting it. So CZ is going, Kenny, you're crazy. Terrarium guy. You have like 5 accounts. Plus a free 5%. Nice. Does your company match, Chris? So you do the 5%? Dude, company matches are goated. If I remember I used to work at Target, they matched 5%. In Walmart, I worked for Walmart for a little bit. They matched 6%, which is fucking fantastic. And they give you company stock, or they give you the 5% in their stock. So the cool thing is, like, say for example, your paycheck is 5% of your paycheck is $100. Well, some companies they'll match you. So if you put 5% of your paycheck into your 401k, they will match that with 5%. So it's like free money. And people who don't take advantage of that is absolutely crazy. It's like a forced savings. You'll never even notice it. Joe says, hey, Roddy. Oh, so that video was clear value tax, Joe. Clear value tax. Clear value tax. Jayhawk says, K, my balls are clean now. You can lower your voice. Rodney, being this man's accountant, you don't want me to be your accountant, but I'm just trying to help a little bit. Dime says, I got Roth, but real talk, I'm not thinking about the future like that. Too old for that. Too young for that. Life's too short. There's an argument, right? I mean, some people really penny pinch and hoard everything and don't experience everything. And I mean, who knows what's right? But what you don't want to be is stuck in a scenario. And look, I worked retail my entire life, and I've seen so many people who shouldn't be working busting their ass because they have to, right? I met plenty of older people who work at a Walmart or a Target, as a door greeter, because they're bored and retired, because they need to do something, right? Of course, there's those hyper rich people, but normal people who have a nice retirement and just working to get out of the fucking house, right? But then there are people who are old and they're working back-breaking jobs, like for example, a prime example is people working like offloading the truck, like for like deliveries and stuff like that. When a big retailer will get like a shipment of merchandise, I see old ass men in there wearing back braces, busting their ass every single day because they have to, not because they want to, but because they never saved up and prepared for retirement. So there's an argument, but of course you don't want to die with a ton of money in your bank account, I guess, but you can't live like you're just gonna die. You want to live like today's your last day by focusing on your goals and mission, working out, staying healthy, talking to that chick you're probably scared to talk to. Like, live life like that, but also prepare for like a bad time, because you never know. You never know, right? You never know. So I don't know what's right. My thing is like, hey, make sure you have like some money to make sure you're okay just in case shit gets hard, and try to experience what you can reasonably, right? Eating fast foods is a lose-lose situation. It's bad for your diet and wallet. Yeah, fast food is just not. Every time I eat, like, because every now and then I'll eat like a bunch of McDonald's. Like, I'll just be masochistic and order a shit ton of McDonald's. And I'm talking a shit ton. I'm talking about like 2 double, or that's a In-N-Out. 2 double cheeseburgers, 40 nuggets, and I can eat it. And a large fry. I can eat all that easy. But yeah, you just feel terrible, right? You feel terrible. Rorschach says you are capped at 20,000 in 401k contributions. You can be capped in 5 months. Stretch that out for. I didn't know that, Rorschach. Really? Okay, sorry. It's a regular 401k, not a Roth IRA. Okay, so that means you get taxed when you pull it out, which, depending on how the taxes look in the future, it could be better or worse, right? 40 million plus probably buys you a get out of a jail free card. Nah, he's not getting out of jail, bro. He's getting some jail. We'll see how much it is. Only own operators pay for their own field. Okay. So it's a little different. Have you heard of Luna T? How you think? I haven't heard of that. Mr. Future. Okay. We are the last iteration. The end is near. Now, I'm not like a doomer, but let's just say I have water for like 3 weeks or a month. I have food for about a month and a half. I have a medical first aid kit. I have guns and lots of ammunition. Hey, you never fucking know. I'm prepared. Hey, if it happens, your boy's prepared, okay? You never know. I got to be prepared. Yeah, let a fucking pandemic happen again, baby. I got toilet paper. I have equal matching. Yeah, the company match is great. You put 20,000, they put 20. No, it's up to 5% of your paycheck, unless 20,000 is 5% of your paycheck. And if 20,000 is 5% of paycheck, what are you doing for work? Sign me up. I know it, like at Target, you could put up to 80% of your entire paycheck into your 401k, but they only match up to 5%. Like, I had a buddy who started out working at Target. He's a scumbag, by the way. I don't know if you guys want to hear that story, but he's a scumbag. But he is a manager at a bank, but he grew in Target, right? So banks work Monday through Friday, right? He didn't work the weekend. So he would literally work like 8 hours randomly on the weekend, sometimes 4-hour shifts each day, like doing a security guard because he could. And he would put most of his paycheck into his 401k. So you could do that if you want to, but only companies only match about 5%. Got to give it to Pulse Trump. Yeah, it pumps. I mean, it could go parabolic. We'll see what happens. Yes, so sad. Find a hobby. Samson says, I still hold 365 trillion Trump tokens to the moon. You have that? Cool. And Chris says, if you plan on making money every day, you don't necessarily need a retirement fund, but you should all have a hefty just in case savings account. Yeah, you want to make sure you have like a oh shit fund, right? 3 to 6 months or something. At least like in assets, right? Maybe you don't have the actual cash. I mean, you want to have cash, right? Realistically, 36 months of emergency funds. But dude, what was that report? Like how many Americans live paycheck to paycheck? 63% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 54% of people making let's see. The consumer is the lowest rate likely to. Okay. Consumers who annually make between more than so people 54% of consumers who annually make between 100,000 150,000, more than double the median personal income in the U.S. are living paycheck to paycheck. Okay. 250K. 20% of people earning 250K a year live paycheck to paycheck. That's fucking nuts. If you think you don't have a savings, you're not alone, right? You're not alone, right? Most people don't save money. It's hard. But at least make sure, oh my God, I can't believe this picture. But at least make sure, you have assets, dude. Look how ashy my elbows are. This is like a cardinal sin for a black person. Look at that. Ain't no lotion on it. And it's cold. God damn. This is bad, right? This is bad. Please, nobody clip that and put it on Twitter. People are going to clip that and put it on Twitter. But I have lotion, okay? I just haven't used it. At least not on my elbows. Yayer. Yeah, but at least have assets you can liquidate, maybe in stocks or crypto. You don't want to do that. Obviously, they're investments, but if shit hits the fan, well, then, obviously you have to do one of those things. Rorschach says, one of these days you'll have to bring me on. Dude, Rorschach, let's fucking send it, baby. Send me like your LinkedIn or something. I don't know if you want to dox yourself, but let's do it. Yeah, warehouse jobs kill people. Chrissy says, what's Pulse Trump? I thought I saw Pulse Bitcoin somewhere. I got on the Zen crypto craze. I'm into 40 minutes. Yeah, it's like a Pulse. It's like a hex kind of thing, like Pulse X, Pulse Trump. So, yeah, those warehouse jobs are dead end. Yeah, guys, warehouse jobs are just, they kill you, right? Yeah. What's up, G Vibes? How you doing, baby? Happy belated birthday again. Ooh, Sacco says, I just seasoned some dude. Sacco be eating good. Sacco, come to San Diego, bro. Sacco be eating good, catching freaking tuna, eating some venison. Let's go. Crime says, Dr. C, that man is the right place of mind. Everyone is exactly where they need to be. Just accept it. Well, I don't know. I think that, oh my God, why do I have the fake Rodneys in here? Disrespectful. Let me block this motherfucker. Bitboy owns 1%. Leave Bitboy alone. Yeah, another shit token. Hey, shit coins are fun. Just, that's what they're for. Yeah, it's fake me. Hold on, let me get that number. It's literally a worthless piece of paper being printed by. Yeah, but it's worth something, right? It's worth something. Look at guys, if you're gonna sit here and shill your shit, at least donate. Okay, at least donate. Okay, if you're gonna sit here and shill your shit coin, at least donate to your boy. Legal says Roddy doesn't have enough mods. Well, someone was blocking people. I don't trust anybody. I trust you guys, but I don't trust anybody. Can I trust you guys to be my fucking mods? Make legal mod. Chrissy says inflation is too high to have too much cash in savings accounts. Put that into S&P 500 and the rest in accessible bank CDs for emergency. True. Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, you're right. Over an extended period of time, you lose money. You lose value on your money. The cool thing about having physical cash, though, is the government can't really touch it. And if you need like cash, but I suppose if you're only doing something illegal, that's why I think the idea of CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, like making that like the norm and getting rid of the dollar is kind of scary, because then that means all of your money would be like a debit card, right? Because you can think of debit cards and credit cards as CBDCs. Not really. Obviously, it's different, right? Obviously, it's different, but similar, right? It's like a electronic virtual form of money, right? Because how many people carry cash anymore? Nobody. Nobody does that. You want to have, unless you're Jan World, then you'll put 50K in your house and then have your girlfriend steal it. Sorry, Jan, it was funny. Sorry, Jan. I'm just kidding, Jan. Shitcoins are fun till you get caught holding the bag. Union Crypto is not my birthday, but I did appreciate that. Chrissy says, I did a warehouse and fast food job in high school. I've become lazy after I graduated college and work from home. Warehouse in 150. Fuck that, dude. No, Jayhawk banning everybody. Bree, what are you doing? Hey, Sacred Space with the $19 donation. Thank you so much for nothing. No comment. Just $19. God damn. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. God damn. God damn. Rorschach says, Chrissy, I would not do that. It's not a good strategy. Thank you so much. Again, Sacred Space. I appreciate you. That's Crypto Chick. I know you. Hurt because you thought it was me. Bam! Pirate token. Is that what's $100? Is that American? What is that? But thank you so much for the donation, Pirate Mike. God damn. You guys know about Pirate token. We all know about Pirate token. You know what I mean? Come on now. We all know about Pirate token. Big A, are you into Creepy Dose? Is Creepy Dose almost up 6,000% and 6K in volume since being launched after hearing After the hearing this morning. Oh, Creepy Doe. It's like that fucking weirdo from. What's his name? Can we find a video on him? What's his name? What's his name? Representative. What was his name? What's his name? Thank you so much. God damn, Mike. Thank you so much. Against Sacred Space. I appreciate that. That's Aussie. Damn. Australian. God damn. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Yes, legal. I can trust you, you little ween dog. Of course, I can trust you, bro. Yeah, let me go to my Of course, I can trust you, bro. Let me go to. All right, I'm modding some motherfuckers. All right, people are about to get modded like a motherfucker. If you're here often. All right. All right. All right. All right. You got to be a member, though, at least in the channel. And all right. All right. That's enough moderators for the day. All right. You're all moderators, you little weirdos. Scott with the $10 donation says, Bionic Emu, get in low market cap. Thank you so much. God damn. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Dude, donations been kind of crazy. Is even a bear market? Change the screen. What's the representative's name? I need to find that. What's his name? What's that weird guy's name? What's up, Jay? How you doing? I saw an interesting question from Arvin. He says, what's the percent of people on Earth that are using crypto? We are very, very, very early to this. Any crypto will make you money later on when more people get. I wouldn't say any crypto, Arvin. Why does that sound familiar? I wouldn't say any crypto, Arvin, but yeah, a lot of cryptocurrencies are going to make people money. I mean, Bitcoin is going to be worth more than it is, right? I think we can all agree that's going to happen. Like Bitcoin is the mover of markets. They're in the next halving. It's going to go right away. So it's going to go to the moon, in my opinion. But not all tokens. Just because something's in the top 10 or top 20 now doesn't mean it's going to be in the top 20, top 10 next time the market runs, right? So. Thanks again, Scott. I appreciate you. Bionic Emu, get in low market cap. You are fucking degenerates. Wait, Sacco, did I make you a moderator? Sacco should be moderator too. Obviously, Sacco should be moderator. Where's Sacco at? What is Sacco Hunt? Sacco? Sakura! Sacco Hunt! Sakura! Sakura! All right, guys, do not ban regular ass people. If they're spamming a lot, ask me first and then ban them. I'm going to be checking my banned account. I'm going to start fucking taking shit away. Chris, actively managed funds beat index funds more than they used to. I believe that you see me the same percent of the time. Money markets don't offer any good interest rates. What's up, Al? How you doing, baby? Is that you with the stash? Damn, boy, got the 80s look on. What's up? We going to go see a fucking Megadeth concert? What's going on, bro? What? When daddy's in the washroom, moon time? What are we talking about here? When did I lose control here? Who the fuck is this? Yeah, Madrid, Barcelona. I'm like, well, Spain. I love Spain. Who the fuck is this? The dating apps are out of control, man. Let's see. Who we got here? Oh. This bit. BitBoy banned from all-you-can-eat buffet. Stephen Huang is off the top ropes today. Arvin says, what's your opinion on XRP? People can buy it and sell it when it hits $5 after the case and making a little money. Ripple is fine. Look, here's the thing, Arvin. Ripple has a good. It's like it's better than banks, right? It's good for transferring money and use money and stuff like that. Like it's the thing. And stable coins too, right? Crypto is just a superior form of payment. It's just better. There's no intermediaries. There's no like safeguards. So it's kind of dangerous, right? If you get the wrong address and send a ton of money, you ain't getting your fucking money back unless you're crypto.com, right? I don't know if you guys heard about that couple in Australia. They were sent $10.5 million on accident by crypto.com. And then crypto.com didn't say anything until 7 months later, but the couple had already spent most of the money and they were trying to flee the country, but they got arrested and shit like that. But, yeah, XRP is fine, but XRP is not going to hit $5 before the next bull run. I like XRP as much as the next guy, but that's not going to happen. It's 40 cents right now. What is this all-time high? It's like $3, and it's not even during the last run. Yeah, no, XRP, it'll get up there, right? If it stays doing what it does, but it's gonna take a while, right? It's gonna take a while. So got the porn stash, yeah. Fuck you, legal. Hey, our bushes are in. Look at I'm not opposed to a little bit of hair, right? A little bit of hair is not bad. A little bit of hair is not bad, right? Sweet Caroline. Ooh, baby. Caroline? I'd handle that one time. I would take Caroline out, give her last supper. Hell yeah, bro. I mean, she's not getting fucking executed, but I'd take her out for a date, BitBoy staged the SWAT. People thought that BitBoy staged that SWAT thing. Let's see. So BitBoy crypto. BitBoy is really like riding this fucking wave of like he looks so unhealthy. Health is wealth, guys. Don't give up your health for anything. Yeah, I guess he's being investigated by the SEC or some shit. He says, yeah, SEC coming after me, Gary Gensler hate. Well, the thing like BitBoy just made enemies. He's like talking shit about Gary like in public and calling out Kevin O'Leary. Like these guys are more powerful than you, guy. I hope your fucking shit's squeaky clean because you're yelling at Gary. Gary's gonna be fucking investigating the shit out of you. You know what I mean? Like, why call them out? Crazy. Long story behind that. It was 85. Dude, I knew that was the 80s picture, bro. Yeah, I mean, it's like, why call out Kevin O'Leary and fucking Gary Gensler? It's like, those are probably not the guy. I don't know. People like make this, I don't think he's that great. When I first saw, even when I was brand new to crypto, I'm like, oh, this guy's just a fucking degenerate. Like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. That's what I thought when I heard him. Like, oh, he's just shilling something. Like, he's literally driving in his car fucking, look at this. Look at it. Top 2 super altcoins to make you super rich. Look at
Maybelline New York's Instant Eraser. Our do-it-all concealer. Conceal.
Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, home of the Bit Squad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel.
Like, when I saw this shit like this, like, look at this. I'm like, oh, this guy's a fucking degenerate. Like, he's just a lame guy. Like, who this is some Taya Lopez shit, right? Like, fucking, you had your little fancy suit on, taking your pictures in front of your cars and a little cigar. It's like, okay, I know what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? I get it. Now, did he fake the SWAT thing? I don't know. I hope he didn't, right? I hope he didn't. That'd be some real shitty stuff. I don't think so, because if he staged the SWAT thing, there's going to be body cam footage released of the cops and stuff like that. And if the FBI is investigating it like he says is, they're going to be able to trace that phone call. I think he's pissed a lot of people off where someone might have swatted him, and that's not a good thing. Let's just clear that. I might not like BitBoy, but to swat someone and put their life in danger, that's crazy, right? It's crazy. So, cases I gave up on I gave up on being rich. I don't know, man. Look, I like to party, do some drugs and stuff. Go to raves and stuff and feel happy, But the happiest I feel, guys, is on a sunny day with my shirt off, the sun's out, my sunglasses on, listening to good music and just walking around my neighborhood. I've never feel happier than those circumstances and situations. I never feel happier. Those events, I feel the happiest. So I don't know, I don't know. Maybe that would change if I had $1 billion. Maybe I'll have like large SBF orgies. But I feel the happiest when I'm just fucking chilling. You know what I mean? Just chilling. Just having a nice sunny day. That's why I'll never leave California. I know people don't like California, man, but I went to Miami. It's the beach weather, but it was an 80-degree humid day in fucking November. No. It's too crowded. San Diego's so chill. Yeah, exactly. Racket Club. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was just calling Kevin O'Leary a murderer. It's like, why are you calling Kevin O'Leary a murderer? Like, yeah, he's a punk ass fucking weirdo for defending SBF, but a murderer? Crazy. Arvin says, people want to put $100 in a coin 2 years later and get like a 10 million from it. Those days are gone. Well, with meme coins, no, those days are not gone. We're going to see people make some insane money, but how are we going to be able to predict it? I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be able to predict that. Who knows which altcoins are going to pump, but let me tell you, altcoins will pump again. Shitcoins will pump, but like the top cryptocurrency project. Yeah. Arvin, like aping into, BNB or anything with $100, like that's top 100. It's probably not going to do that in the short term. Selmo Fudd with the 99-cent super sticker. What's up, Selmo? What's up, baby? Do you guys see that picture Selmo posted the other day? Everyone said it looked like me. And then Jayhawk was roasting me. Fucking meanies. Let me see. I think I retweeted it. Where's it at? Says, rocking with Rodney. Crypto Journey R's older brother. Let's go. Racket said, bruh. Let's go. Who retweeted this? And then Jayhawk's like, this really looked like him in 2 years. Why 2 years, huh? Why 2 years? Yeah, LA sucks. LA sucks. Miami is a facade. South Beach, Miami are totally different. Yeah, South Beach is fun. South Beach is fun, but I don't know. It's just too fast for me. I love San Diego. I love where I'm at. What happened? Love y'all. I love y'all, man. I fucking love y'all. 99 cents. Let's go, Selmo. Let's go, baby. I hope not, Mark Smacks. I hope that SBF doesn't self-delete itself or allegedly self-delete itself. But you never know what's going on with someone internally, right? So DJ says, people don't understand how good the Cali weather is for you. Physically and mentally, humidity and gloomy days are so bad for you and your energy. I'm telling you, I lived in the Pacific Northwest. I moved to Oregon in the summer, and it was beautiful. It was hot. It was a 94-degree day the first day I got to Portland. 94 degrees. I was like, damn, it's hot here. Like I thought I was in the fucking Pacific Northwest. But once that winter hit, and I moved there in 2016 when they had record-breaking snow that year. I've been in snow, but I've never been in snow. I was not prepared for it. I had no rain gear. I did not know what I was getting myself into. And my living situation was shitty when I first moved there. I had to live with some friends starting off in like a small apartment. It was really bad. And, and it was gloomy. That Christmas was so depressing because my roommates left to go back home to California. And I was by myself in Portland with a few friends. I had friends, but with the rain every day, I remember I gained so much weight and just stayed inside all day and smoked weed unless I was working. It was just depressing. Sacco Hunt with a $20 donation. Thank you so much, Sacco Hunt, always donating to the cause. And it looks like the donation button is working correctly. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, Venice Beach, Laguna. I love it. I love it. I mean, there's beautiful women here. There's beautiful women in Miami too, but there's the town I live in, honeys everywhere. It's just, you're spoiled here. It's spoiled for choice. It's crazy. Santa Cruz is great too. Yeah, I love Santa Cruz too. I'm gonna be always a beach guy. I'm gonna be a beach Southern California kind of guy. I'll probably retire or grow old down the street. I'm looking at houses over there, but I can't afford now. But that I'm shooting for. That's where I want to live. I want to live here. This is my neighborhood. But with that, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out for the night. I got to go to the grocery store and charge my Tezzy, and I got to pick up some protein pancakes for the morning. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. Thank you so much for all the donations. You guys have been very, very generous the last few weeks, pretty much all the time. Thank you for becoming a member. Again, if you guys want to be entered to win some free crypto, Jake and I are doing a giveaway. You have to follow both of us, but I'm sure both of you follow us. Just enter the giveaway, and I'm sure that one of my people will win. I'm sure that two of my people will win that giveaway. I don't know. It's random, though, but maybe one of you guys will win. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Love y'all. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.